So last week, I played for you a clip of one of Donald Trump's new defense attorneys, Joe Tacopina, on MSNBC being interviewed properly by Ari Melber and lunging at papers that Ari Melber was holding. That's how Joe Tacopina reacted to an actual real interview with questions that are not just softballs. We now have a different sort of interview. What's interesting is that this was a completely friendly interview. Joe Tacopina appeared last night with Fox News' propagandist Mark Levin. Very comfortable interview, very friendly. There was no lunging for papers, but Joe Tacopina is just as unhinged. Take a look at this. If this is the guy that's going to defend Trump if Trump is arrested, I don't know, guys. I'm not sure.
Well, let's start out with just a basic question, one that really only has one answer, no matter what side of the political fence you sit on. Does anyone actually believe that if someone else were accused of paying hush money to avoid a publicly embarrassing sex scandal, which the president vehemently denies,
Right, but which, by the way, never happened, right, Joe?
But regardless of that, if anyone else were in that situation with these set of facts, would they be prosecuted? The answer, Mark, by all accounts, is 100% no.
Now, what Joe Tacopina, and this is the problem when you don't have a real interviewer, a real show, right? Like this, when you just have a softball thing, is there's two issues here. Number one, it's not that they're just going after Trump for political reasons, because Michael Cohen served prison time for participating in this very same criminal conspiracy. So if you want to be fair, Michael Cohen's crimes were committed in service to Trump. You would think that points to maybe Trump does have some liability here. And of course, secondly, the element of this that Joe Tacopina doesn't include is that what is at issue is the laundering of the hush money through Trump's campaign. And so the idea that, it's just political. Nobody else would be arrested for hush money related to an affair, which they don't even do. Well, we're talking about a different situation, a different set of facts, and money laundering through a campaign. Next clip. And again, Mark Levin is just useless here.
That's what really is troubling, because if you think about it, all decent people, whether politically opposed to Donald Trump or in favor of Donald Trump, should be concerned about this weaponization of a prosecutor's office to go get a political opponent. Because,
well, if you can prove that that's what happened, that would be one thing. But we know Michael Cohen went to prison over this. So it's not merely a prosecutor saying, let's see if we can get Trump on this. Cohen was prosecuted and went to prison for his involvement in this very same incident. Now, that being said, I will admit, I don't think the Stormy Daniels case is the strongest case against Trump, but maybe this will open the floodgates for other prosecutors to say, all right, it's time. It's time. Here's another clip of Tacopina.
It's called it from the dead, the Stormy Daniels case. There's no crime here. The only potential crime here, Mark, is that Donald Trump was an extortion victim. When someone says, give me money or I'm going to tell a nasty story about you, true or not, that's absolutely irrelevant to that equation. True or not, I'm going to tell a story to the press. I'm going to embarrass you, your family, unless you give me money. That's extortion 101.
Now, remember, whether or not Trump had an affair with Stormy Daniels, whether or not Stormy extorted him, which, by the way, if it was extortion, Trump should go after her for extortion. Regardless, that doesn't mean Trump had to launder the payment through his campaign, which is what's at issue here. You could say she extorted money out of me and I gave her the money for an affair that never happened. Okay, then there wouldn't be a crime, except look at how it was handled financially. And again, Levin won't force Tacopina to contend with that, and Tacopina certainly isn't going to. This guy, if this is the sort of defense that you have to remember, with people like Trump, typically you've got your TV lawyers who say one thing, and then your court lawyers who have to manage the situation in a different way. Sometimes there's a little overlap, like with that Alina Habba, who got herself into all sorts of trouble, being both Trump's TV lawyer and real lawyer. My hope for Trump is that Tacopina is not actually going to be managing this for him if indeed Trump is arrested tomorrow. One of our sponsors is CuriosityStream, the best place to find and watch documentaries on politics, history, science, technology, nature, you name it, they have it. CuriosityStream has a deeper collection of documentaries than any other streaming service. They add new titles every week, including exclusive award-winning films and shows you can't watch anywhere else. I just watched Ancient Engineering. Fascinating insights into how stuff was built before modern technology and the Industrial Revolution. You can watch CuriosityStream on all of your devices: phone, desktop, game console, smart TV. I'm always finding great documentaries on CuriosityStream that I can't find on any other platforms. It's really the only place to go for documentaries. And they have a special deal for my audience. You can get CuriosityStream for 25% off. Just go to curiositystream.com/Pacman and use the code Pacman. The link is down below.